And we're back. And rather than spend some of our $14,000, we're going to just go ahead and keep on going on here on the C1 inner loop. Because, well, we really don't need that many upgrades right now anyway, so we might as well save our cash for when we do need upgrades. That way we can get the most relevant upgrades or whatever. And of course, there has to always be a guy who decides to spawn way behind you at the very beginning. So, of course, the right thing to do in a video game is to pop it into reverse on a highway. That totally makes perfectly good sense. Ooh, what was that guy? This car looks like it's a GTR, but... okay. Got my hopes up. Not really. So, doesn't matter. We'll get a GTR eventually, I can almost guarantee it, because, well... hey, it's a Japanese racing game. No! 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 BS. BS. That... I guess I deserved it. I guess I deserved it for as cheap as you have to play this game. You know, it just does kind of fly back in your face at some times, and... well, that's that. Fortunately, this guy couldn't navigate a corner to save his life, so we have caught up. But we are below half health. So, let's see. It looks like this guy's from a new team as well. And there's another rolling guy. So we're going to have to double back to get him too. And that is a van. Please hit the van, dude. No. Damn. Well, this is an exciting way to start off a new section. New series, new episode. I think we got him though, as long as we don't run in that van. Which would be terrible. Yeah, there we go. We got him. All for 960 credits. Yeah. And of course, I can't remember which one is the handbrake. If there even is a handbrake in this game, I'm not sure. Wrong way. I drive on the wrong way of the highway every day, all day. Can I just, like, challenge that guy over there? You... yeah. Getting out of reverse in this game is just more complex and difficult than it needs to be. And a couple of people complain that I don't use the chase cam because they like to see the car work, I guess, which I can understand. So I'll try and occasionally mix in a chase cam race, although it's really weird to drive in for me because I've just never been a fan of chase cam. Hey, if you like chase cam in these games, good for you. You know, that's that. So hopefully I can keep you guys somewhat happy, but I will do the majority of my driving not from the chase cam because I can't drive from the chase cam at all. Ooh, just greasing the wall there, yeah. Is that doofus? Freaking started me right in the middle of the dividers. That's my tactic. You're not allowed to do that. No, really, driving a chase cam, difficult. Not even lying, not even joking. I have to say, the car models in this game, for being a PS2 game, and a fairly early PS2 game, you know, as opposed to something like Gran Turismo 4, which came out eventually after its numerous delays, like towards the end of the system, towards the end of the lifespan of the system. And here's rolling guy number 1. Right there. Rolling guy number 1. Nowhere on his card is there a number 1. So, yeah, because this guy is a team leader. If I can remember how to switch my camera. Yeah, oh, sorry. Just, yeah. Fortunately, he has a aptitude for running in the back of yellow vans. Woo, that's close. Yeah, I think we got him. Oh, no, we don't! Interjection! Oh, snap. Three-way battle action. One box versus two rolling guys. Let's do this. Yes, that actually can happen in this game, which is something that is new from the previous Tokyo Xtreme Racer games. There can be interjections and stuff like that, and multi-man races and stuff like that. And there's one race in particular that I still remember in Nagoya that you fight three guys back to back to back to back, and it's tough. Which, anyone who played this game, you probably know exactly which series of races I'm talking about. And usually in these races where you have multiple people to race against, there's one guy who is faster than the other guy. So it is kind of still similar, although occasionally. Just grease it there. We don't have a lot of health. See, rolling guy number 2, he's out of the fight now. Not that he is ever really in it. He just kind of served to make my life more difficult. Let me go this way on that guy. Ain't gonna catch me, rolling guy. Ain't gonna catch me. Especially not through here. Because as soon as we get to that divider, you're going to go stupid anyway, so it don't really matter. And perfect timing. Made a good bit of cash against that guy as well. He paid us about $5,700, it looks like. Everybody with the frickin' AE86. What the frick is up with that, really? I mean, come on. I guess I have to show these guys a lesson. You don't mess with the Nissan Sylvia, man. That Nissan power. Totally. There we go. And like clockwork, he actually managed to survive. I'm pretty impressed, Mr. Hellish Bartender. Mighty fine driving skills you got there. You have the ability to navigate a right-handed corner over a crest. Job well done. A signal for no reason. Oh, we still dusted that guy. Not even a challenge. And of course, the guy that was up here just managed to vanish into thin air. So, what we'll do, we will go ahead and go around here to the pit area. I don't know, he's kind of sort of on the map. Kind of, maybe he's just kind of off it, but he's on it. I think that's what it is. So we'll catch up to this guy. Keep things going. I guess after kind of appearing on that guy's bumper right after we got out of the race with the rolling guys, we kind of did deserve a long drive by ourselves. But you know what? Another great opportunity. Drive in chase cam. Get some practice in chase cam. It'd be so cool if you could rip the rear bumper off this car. Like grinding on walls. My car would never have a bumper. Never. Not with my driving. It was good to see, though, with the first episode in this series, a lot of people saying that they enjoyed this game and they remember playing it, which made me happy, because this is one of those games that I don't know, maybe I kind of underestimated how many people actually played it, or maybe just so happens that a lot of people that watched the video played it, maybe. I don't know, but it's kind of good to see because this game really didn't get the attention. And you know, if someone mentions what is the best racing game on the PlayStation 2, pretty much every single time the answer is either Gran Turismo 3 or Gran Turismo 4. You know, as simple as that. Whereas, you know what, there are several other racing games that were very good on the PlayStation 2. It wasn't just Gran Turismo's. So we got SS Limited. These guys like their large VIP luxury liners. This guy's driving a freaking cruise ship, for crying out loud. Sports car killer. Does the Sylvia count as a sports car? Nah, it's not. We should be safe. Someone also asked previously about the temperature gauges that you see on screen, because we all know that people who like to race out their cars always put temperature gauges and stuff in their car for some reason, because it makes them look cooler, even though their car is otherwise completely stock. But actually they are there for a reason, and later on, once we start getting more and more engine upgrades, you'll see the boost meter over there. As that boost increases, eventually we will unlock the ability to overboost, essentially, which increases the boost. You get more power, you can go faster. I would say it's kind of like this game's idea of nitrous, although I think the way that it's implemented, with it being an increase in boost pressure with, you know, increased engine temperatures to go with it, it doesn't really feel very gamey. I actually really like that type of implementation rather than just like straight up, yeah, hit the nitrous button, like, yeah. Not a fan. But that is why the cooling upgrades are there, because they are actually functional. They do actually serve a purpose. And engine, come back to life, please. But, you know, here early on, we're not really pushing too much from the engine, so we really won't have too much problem with that. Although you do want to keep it under 100 Celsius, or both the oil and the water temperature, if I remember correctly. That does become a very big factor, because in some of the races you do need to use, you know, your turbo boost. Because if you don't, well, you ain't gonna have the power to stay with anybody. There's a reason we've stuck to this section, because this is the section you really should start on. And here we have two people like doubled up on top of one another. Although, well, actually I guess we beat the rolling guy, so he can't be another rolling guy. It looks like up the road we have two more cars that are on top of each other. I really wish you could just kind of like create your own custom multi-man battle. That'd be very handy. Like when you drive right by a guy, it's just like, can I just race him at the same time? Otherwise I'm gonna have to do this crap. No, autopilot off. Autopilot off. Unfortunately, because that guy drove into something, that works out fairly conveniently, because we don't have to backtrack. Okay. Somebody just smashed me to bits. Thank you, guy in yellow van. 9,985. Freaking yellow vans, man. On the plus side, we won't get driven into a divider. I guess that's better than the way we started this evening of racing, so can't be too displeased with that. And hopefully we can get into the lead and we can go ahead and go left up here. Maybe if you use the turn signals, they follow your command, maybe? So I'm pretty sure this guy is from the other section where you turn off to the right, the Mukojima 6. Which we don't want to go there. We don't talk about what happens on the Mukojima 6. just try and weave and kill me? I think he just tried to kill me. Instead, he got Mirage. Shucks to be you. Win combo 1.3. 30% extra credits. Yeah, that 1.3 does not sound as exciting as 30% bonuses. I'm just same thing, but not the same thing. You know, it just sounds better one way or the other. Sweet drift, dude. Gotta say, I really like the handling in this game. It is a very nice balance of approachability and fun, while not being entirely, you know, ridiculous. You know, you do gotta actually slow down for the corners, which is nice. And yes, you can bounce off walls, as you've seen me do it a million times, and we'll just add one more to the tally, but generally, that's not necessarily the best idea. Just kind of happens that way. And you can do stuff like this, because that never gets old. Just never. Every game should have a function, have a mode where you get to just run into the back at someone doing 60 miles an hour more than they are. Every game. Should be one of those things that is absolutely required from racing. Just imagine that. They should have that mode in iRacing. Oh wait, they do! It's called the GT3 Series! Heyo! Yeah, you see what I did there? Yeah, you see what I did there. Which, no you didn't, because I said that. So therefore you can't see that. You can hear it though. No! Block, 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 block. Chase home plate. That looks like a home plate on a baseball field. In case some of you guys aren't familiar with baseball, which wouldn't surprise me. Baseball, not exactly big everywhere, so. I feel like I should use 5th, but if I use 5th, I just run out of punch. Secret weapon! Camera change. See? Fooled him. Works every time. I should probably watch the revs actually, because we are getting a little up there in the engine temperature. We really could go for a cooling upgrade. And I can't remember. Maybe someone will correct me or inform me, because I'm sure somebody knows this, but I can't remember, at least not off the top of my head, and I don't think I ever like actually tested it. Do hood upgrades actually affect your cooling? Because obviously that would be one of the reasons that you would do a hood upgrade, you know, get more air out of the hot engine bay, get more cool air in, you know, things like that and everything. As well as the fact that a hood does weigh a good bit, so if you make it out of carbon fiber, it makes the car lighter, as well as the fact that that weight is up fairly high, so it's a good weight to remove. That's why carbon fiber hoods are actually an upgrade. Well, unless you're driving a stock Honda Civic that doesn't even have friggin' VTEC. You got one of the basic economy models. I always love those guys. Look at me and my badass Civic that has like a 1.4 liter engine that gets like 40 miles per gallon and it only has like 96 horsepower. But I got a carbon fiber hood. Yeah. When that carbon fiber hood is actually just a vinyl vinyl decal on it. Yeah. But no. Hoods, serious upgrade, man. Serious upgrade. That, oh, yeah, you. He's gonna hit a wall. Will he hit a wall before I run out of SP? Please hit a wall. Please crash. You deserve it. I have been beaten. My own tactics have been used against me to brutal efficiency in this video. Started off by being driven into a divider. That race will just get shoved off. Oh my goodness. Man, this guy. Oh, my engine is getting hot. It's getting hot in here, so take off your hood. And this guy might actually be the last in his team. I don't know, I don't actually keep count, but if he is last in this guy's team, that would not be a good thing, because if your engine does overheat, you do lose a very substantial amount of power. And as you can see, we're running warm. 100 degrees Celsius, 101. Oh my goodness, it's toasty. You can't blow up, but you know, you do lose a lot of power, which if we do end up racing this guy's team leader here, we'd be screwed. All because I got screwed over, and my goodness. I'm done. I'm done. Back to the garage. Going into night. Just Challenger. That's me. This guy. Just Challenger. So we are gonna go ahead and, oh my goodness, we already have cooling upgrades. We already got mufflers. Well, you know what? We could. I'll leave about $7,000. I want to actually test this because I know I can beat that guy. I've just had 2 terrible races. We're going to go ahead and this one looks the more cooling. We're gonna go ahead with a carbon fiber hood, a carbon fiber. See, 7 kilos of weight, and it actually adds weight if you paint it, which is pretty freaking cool. But we'll keep it colored. We'll paint it. So I've officially joined the club of awesome people because my car has a custom hood. You know what they say, chicks dig the custom hood. You know what? Let's do some other upgrades. We got money to burn. Even though I know I said I wasn't gonna spend a whole lot of money, but after that last race, kind of not happy. Okay, kind of a little bit of anger here. Little PO'd. Let's get rid of the friggin' blinding. Never mind, that costs money. I am not interested in spending money. Hey, more upgrades that we can afford. I always like how you have to pay for like 1 level of weight reduction in every game, which usually when you read the descriptions it's stuff like remove spare tire. I have to spend money to remove the spare tire? Way. Yeah, that's what, 5 minutes of work? Even that? So yeah, about that. Why am I spending $1,000 to remove my spare tire? Where you at? Come on, get in front of me. Get in front of me, salty dog. So we are gonna figure out if hoods actually make a difference to cooling here on this night of street racing in Tokyo. Wrong way. And that one guy who screwed me over twice is out. car definitely feels faster, man. That 7 kilos. That did make a difference. Noticeably. Oh, snap! Someone's behind me! Perfect timing! Come on. Come on. Come on. Although I don't like you guys because you guys drive freaking boats. You know what? If they made another Tokyo Extreme Racer, I'd like to see this team running like Buicks. Like, you know, just good old-fashioned 1960s, 70s. Although I'm not gonna lie, some of those Buicks back then were pretty awesome. You know, 90s Buicks, just full-on land yachts. I actually knew a guy in high school who he would race a Buick Regal, and it was supercharged, and yeah, it actually turns out that a Buick Regal, you may or may not want to ever race one of those. I never raced them because I'm not really into drag racing per se, and he was more into it, so he's actually built his car up a bit, but you might be surprised how fast a grandpa's car can actually go on a drag strip with just some mild upgrades, if you did not know. So if some guys challenge you to a straight line race in a Buick Regal, you may want to think twice about saying, huh, you're driving a grandpa's car, so I don't even have to do anything. This is easy. I won't even watch. I'll just go ahead and just pull away nice and gently. As you probably will find out the very, very hard way. But really, that'd just be awesome, man. More racing games need Buicks. Slightly joking, slightly serious. Buick Grand National. I think that should be in every racing game. That car is just an icon, man. He is. Yeah, screw you and your rolling guy self. Why don't you go roll guy over there? Oh, our temperatures have stayed low. Still at 80, 85. Maybe we've also gained some downforce, too, from this hood. The car seems to stick a little bit more. Look at that speed! Ludicrous speed! Yeah, the temperatures are looking good. Or it could just be that on the previous night of racing I just kept it on the limiter for like 5 hours. Could be. The engine notes in this game, yeah, they don't really make shifting easy because it just all sounds so the same. Heaven's four-door. Okay. Okay, I guess. No! 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 That's... He's still behind me! Oh boy! I managed to turn around like entirely sideways and survive and win. That is mildly impressive, if I do say so myself. And mildly shameful for that guy. He definitely did not lose with honor. Ooh. Oh, thought these guys were a Wanderer. Dang. Oh, look at the cute little car. So cute, fuzzy. You know, actually, cars like that are kind of interesting, kind of cool. I kind of like the style. The small little hatchback with the ridiculous fender flares that are just ridiculous on a car of its stature. Like, you know, you kind of, you know, going back to the first generation Volkswagen GTI, just like, it just looks mean. It looks like an angry, cornered rodent. Thanks, game. Thanks. There we go. And it just looks cool. I'm a fan of it. I like the style. So apparently hoods do actually add to cooling. Or maybe the brake upgrades added to cooling because the brakes are more effective, therefore they don't reach such high temperatures and they don't throw off that much heat, which keeps the engine cool. Totally. And again, I keep shifting randomly, so maybe that's me. Maybe the temperature was on me. I don't know. And of course, everybody's going to be all like, oh yeah, the temperature does or does not change because of the hood. And I'll be like, thank you. But it'll be too late because I've already recorded this video and 3 more videos. You know, yeah. You don't know what you don't know when you don't know it. Okay, this guy. We're not driving chase cam. I'm just a little bit frustrated with this guy. Do not run away. Know your position, which is behind my car. Okay. We're just in the tunnel once again, where we got screwed last time. No problem. Somebody's VTEC just kicked in. We got it, we got it, we got it, we got this. There we go. Get out of here. Give me your team leader. Look at that decal. So awesome. Such high resolution. Evening Star. The name like Evening Star, the guy should have a thick European accent. Be really proper too. You should drive with a top hat. And use the word governor. Oh, maybe this car has a little bit more torque than I'm thinking. Maybe I need to shift earlier. Or maybe that hood upgrade really did do a lot. I think that should do it for the C1 outer loop. So we will call that a night of racing. 6-win combo. I'll take it. Ooh, new car. The Gloria Gran Turismo Ultima. Sounds like thing should do like 6,000 miles an hour. The Gran Turismo Ultima. Let's go ahead and check the rival list. C1 inner, C1 inner. Let's get some C1 outer loop. There are two different directions you can drive forward and backwards, obviously. So, we already got a couple of these guys done. Those are in the other area that overlaps down the main straightaway. So, I'm gonna go ahead and save right now. That's a good thing to do.